He has stinky butt. My rebellion. Fuck you. Oh, what is here? What is here? What is this? This is the edge of my desk. I'm going to walk this way. Look, sometimes you need to push your car up an icy slope. No! No! Fuck! Aw yeah, my dad's a castle now. This is so much better than when he was a woman. He's still an object.
So fucking proud of herself.
Hi, Gobba. Haba. Okay, valid. She yields, huh? Yeah, suplex! Boom! RKO out of nowhere! Hello? Mr. Criminal? I'm here to shoot you, Uwu. Mr. Criminal, please don't resist, okay, Uwu? Mr. Criminal? I just have this high-powered rifle, okay? Ooh. I don't know. I think this guy was just going off about all the litter on the floor. Delicious floor water. Sippy. I am the only correct one. I am the birthday girl. That means that I am correct. Ow! Ow! What the fuck is this? Guys, parts of my ship are missing. Just, sorry, Cole, I can't play, Final Fantasy Tabletop today. I'm sick with Zelditis. That's a joke, Alchin. Do not tell Cole that. Do not tell Cole that, it'll make him upset. This seems like a job for Link, the hero of Hyrule. Haja! I'll get you, Ganon! Fuck! I said, that's why I like having mods, specifically giving you the shout-out, you fucking whore. Affectionate. Where's the delete? Really? Really, video game? Come on. Come on, child safety lid, you know it's me. What the fuck are these gloves? If he's the younger sibling gets all the good toys and you get dirt, yeah, kind of. One thing I don't like about being a Worgen is my fucking mane clips through every hood I fucking own. Ha! Uh-oh. What happens if I fucking fail all of these throws? What? Fuck! Okay, so... Huh! No! Huh! I will not sit on the baby. The baby is very cute. I want to pet the baby. Pet your mama. Pet your mama. Hello, I pet you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, I love you. It's good to your ears. It's a baby. It's a little baby. Mama, mama. Meow, 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 meow. She is the guardian of my painkillers, of which I'm not allowed anymore. Bones are very cringe. You are correct. Like, I want to make a big, chunky mech. I want to make a mech that's so fucking chunky, you fucking, like, you bite it and you die of cholesterol. Does that make sense? That probably makes sense. Fine. You can't stab the sun. That scared the fuck out of me, dude. Oh my god. I'm on the floor. Eh. I'm okay. I'm okay. I just got really spooked. Too high over the platform, you fall and break your leg. Oh boy. Whoa. Is this friend? Friend? Okay, friend. Why does he not have a mark over his head? He was literally just some Luddite who wanted to live alone in the woods and nobody would leave him alone. Like, mailing anthrax to people, generally not a good thing. I am not pro-anthrax mailing, but just saying, maybe you should have just left the crazy old guy who has, like, a fucking MIT level intelligence and, like, has access to anthrax alone.
Hello, motherfucker.
I don't know. I think the game just crashed. The server did. Damn, did someone try and eat beans? Did someone try and eat fucking beans?
Because Pank lied to you again.
Man, I love it. I love it. You know what? I love it when a non-binary hoe lies to me. I love that.
Less politics, more gawk.
Thank you. My girl cock is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first. I left every cock I own in one piece. I will continue this bit with the broom. I want to see if I can beat a fucking kitty cat. No! Give me your kitty cat. I want to pet them. Some. Coming to offer a deal is the fucky part. I don't know what that's about. Ah! Hey, Lennon. There was an exploding mushroom there. Because, like, Asterion knowing Vicious Mockery kind of... What?! Why did you break out? I've got a fine of 32,000. I can pay that, I think. Ma! Hello! Xena, why are you so tiny.
Huh?
Why are you itty bitty?
Am I tiny?
You are. Also. Huh.
What's wrong?
What? Hi, Del. The map does not seem to want to appear on our main screen. Wild.
That's not good.
Yep, alright, well, everyone's gonna have to just use their imaginations. So, hello, everybody. So, as y'all know, Jade is not here, meaning we are missing our resident Ganassi with a god complex. So, I would like to give the visual of the map sweeping away, but I can't do that because apparently it's broken. But as our heroes prepare to deal with the aftermath of Prosperity's end, our camera zooms out and goes all the way back to the kingdom of Estelia, into the town of Tresimir once again. Down into the more poorer parts of the city, and into a very run-down tenement building. And it is there where we come on to a pack of kobolds being thrown out like DJ Jazzy Jeff onto the street. The final one being a kobold in a very nice looking robe with his scales coated in gold and his left arm made entirely out of gold. Goldscale turns to the landlord, who has just evicted the entire kobold pack, and goes, "Do you know who I am? I am Goldscale the Mighty, proud envoy of the next new god!" To which the landlord goes, "Yeah, sure, buddy. And I'm the rider's horse. Get the fuck out of here," and slams the door in your face. The kobolds of interest to us are 3 kobolds that are the make-up Goldscale's pack. Ones that our eyes didn't quite focus on last time we were with him. And if y'all would like to introduce yourselves? These are the kobolds I told you to give me the vibe about.
If I knew we were going to be playing them, I would have made a little model. But
No, but it's funnier this way.
Hi.
Welcome to the Kobold Paralogue. I want you to feel just as confused as the kobolds are.
That's fair.
It's
Hi.
method acting.
Hello. Hi.
Zito, you want to tell us about Fizzle?
Hello. Yeah, my name is Fizzle. I am big, powerful magic thing. I found book. It make me powerful.
You forgot the best part. His name's actually...
Are we actually doing this in character or not?
No, this is for the...
Okay, yeah, no.
For the table.
Okay, yes. Fizzle is a kobold who really likes the idea of magic. And he manages to... Well, he stole an Archmage's spellbook. But he can't really make heads or tails of anything in it.
He can't read.
And even, most of the cantrips in it are kind of beyond him. He's not very good at things. But he believes in himself, so that's something.
And the best part is, his name's not actually Fizzle. It's Spark. But Goldscale
Yeah.
started calling him Fizzle because Goldscale is an actual sorcerer.
Yeah, Goldscale's probably the only person here who actually understands. No, buddy, you're not doing magic. No,
Yeah.
no, you don't know how to read, buddy. You can't do it.
No. So the other kobolds will either call him Spark or Fizzle, depending on whether they've seen him actually do magic or not. So, Kiro, tell us about your kobold.
Kishkra. Kishkra does not enjoy being around others. They have had very rough childhood in terms of being betrayed. They prefer to be alone, but they know they are small, so they have to stick with group. Willing to do anything if it helps serve Kishkra.
Hmm.
Only speak in third person.
I can't believe we finally got a character dumber than Lorson.
Do not know what mean.
Lennon, tell us about Satin. That's their name, right?
Yep, yep. Apparently today, rather than Linen Burrows, I will be Satin Ditch, a kobold. I don't know. I don't have enough worked out for this creature yet.
Just all right. That's fine. That's fine. You said they were very overconfident. That's like the main thing.
That may be the only thing I know about them so far.
Good. We could find this all out. Right. So all of you, I have one question for each of you. Does your kobold believe in Goldscale's plan to help the Duke bring about a new god? Are they true believers, or are they just there to stick with the group?
No, absolutely, absolutely. Satin is 100% a true believer in this cause.
Alright. What about Fizzle and Iskra?
Kishkra, again, sticks with group just for safety. Does not care.
Alright. What about Fizzle? Does Fizzle believe in making a god?
As far as Fizzle's concerned, Goldscales just knows more than him because he can actually do magic. So he has no reason to doubt Goldscales.
So, okay, we've got two believers and an agnostic. Alright.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I guess, like, proper belief would be... It's more of just, like, blind trust rather than proper faith. I guess I'd describe Fizzle as.
Okay. So you don't believe in the god, you believe in Goldscale.
I believe that Goldscale says, hey, if you do what I do, a god will come to help us.
Okay.
And he's like, okay. I trust you.
Alright. So, Goldscale dusts off his robe. Just fucking... and he turns to the rest of you, and he's like, alright, we're gonna need to find a new place to live. New place to hang low. But, the Duke's gonna need his money. Otherwise, bad things will happen to all of us. You three, and he points you three out. You're behind on your quota. So I'm sending you up to Crestholm. You're gonna help the Duke out, and you're going to make sure that he is happy with us. Got it?
What purpose?
Understood.
Okay.
Just follow the road north, and look for a city made entirely out of gold. A big one. Not a small one, a big one.
There's more than one city made out of gold.
Like half the cities here are made out of gold.
Well, then why are we looking for gold?
Because
If
we
it's
can't...
like here-
What were we doing in those mines then?
We can't take the buildings, dummy.
But you're made of magic.
Yes, and so are the people that live in those golden buildings.
Oh.
But we could always get them out of the buildings and make it ours.
We're not allowed to do that.
Well-
The Duke says that if we do, our new god will be very upset with us. So we have to play along and get it the hard way. So, head north to Crestholm and find the Duke. Do whatever he says for the next week. And hopefully, he won't be as upset that we're a little short because we have to find a new place to live. I'll send for you when we have a new home. Got it?
How would
Understood.
you know?
And
I'm
that's
gonna
it.
service the hell out of that Duke.
Why did you say it like that?
That's because is that not what we're supposed to do?
I just don't say you're going to
Look,
service
like I'm
someone.
gonna go service the Duke. You want us to go service the Duke? Well,
Okay.
we got it. It's not a problem.
You know, okay, you know what? Fair.
A week of
Fair.
in service to the Duke. Yeah.
Alright, okay. Just
We got this.
he's gonna go down to Fizzle, and he's going to like kind of lean in and be like, "Alright, Fizzle, you do this for me, and you make sure these two knuckleheads stay on the straight and narrow, and I'll teach you a new spell, okay?"
Okay.
He snaps his
He
he's
gets excited for a moment.
he snaps his fingers, and like a small flame appears at the tip of his thumb. It's just control flame. But to you, it is like the most advanced magic you've seen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He just like whips the fire away, and he's like, "All right, just go north. If you hit the castle, you've gone too far. If you hit the mountain, we're not gonna see you again. If you hit the desert, you went the opposite direction."
Okay, where are we going again?
Crestholm, the big city made out of gold.
Where are
What
we?
happens if we raise more money than we think we need?
Well, then I guess that means we get to live comfy and have a brand new god. We have to make quota, otherwise bad things will happen.
Don't scare us. Where are we?
We're in Tresemir, where we've been for the last couple months since those asshole adventurers kicked us out of that mine.
Okay, I'm sorry. Name's hard
Hmm.
because he can't read.
He's going to turn around with a piece of paper. And he's gonna call over one of the bigger kobolds and just kind of like start like draw like this really like makeshift map on his back, and then like just turn around, hand you the paper, and be like, just follow this map. It is the most crudely drawn map that like anyone's ever seen. Like there's a picture of the sun with a smiley face on it, like level thing. But it is very clear of just follow the dotted line. Got it?
The second.
Yes.
Alright. Just get
And,
going.
like it's the most unconvincing yes you've ever heard.
Gold Scales just squints his eyes and just kind of like face to his snout and just get going. Just try not to die, okay?
Okay.
And he just gestures you on, and then like puts his hands in his pockets and just like walks off with like all the rest of the kobolds in tow. Like, and every single one of them is carrying a suitcase that is way too big for them. Except Goldscale. Goldscale's the only person not carrying anything. which leaves the three of you alone on the streets of Tresimir with a vague direction.
Who has the map?
Guys, we should go. I try to make heads or tails of like the map to our surroundings. Do I see any like correlation between the map and where we are right now?
So you see, so Goldscale did his best to like try and like give you like proper directions. So you see like a picture of like a kobold head, right? It's like it says you are here, and then a line that vaguely goes north towards like a big star marked crest home. And then also on the on the paper you see 3 suns, each with a smiley face. It says morning, noon, night. He tried to give you a compass.
Hmm.
Like using the sun as reference.
Hmm.
Can they read maps? I don't think they can.
Hmm. Do you guys know how we go to the sun? I don't get it. Like this map is saying that Crest Home's in the sky because it's going up. I'm very confused.
It's not up in the sky. It's up from here. It's up in the. I grabbed the map from my companion here, and I just like I look at it. I'm like, yeah, no, we go that way, and I just point in a direction.
Lenum?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Satin has experience in navigating?
Oh, absolutely. For real though, I would absolutely say this.
Roll me a d20 plus 5.
Okay. Let me see if I can figure out the notation for how to do that in this thing.
You should just be able to go / roll 1d20 plus 5.
See, that's what I thought. Oh, it works. Cool. 15.
So, being the one that initially dug the tunnel that took you to Tresimir in the first place, if there's anything you know, it's which direction is north. So you just start marching directly north, expecting the others to follow behind you. Like,
I do one thing before I start marching north,
okay.
which is grab my much too large suitcase. But yes, absolutely, I start marching north.
Yeah. So you start making your way north. You try and make as straight a line as you can. Though that does mean that you wind up having to just break through a few houses.
If I have to climb a fence, I'll climb a fence.
Yeah, like you wind up climbing some fences, you find like you come up to a building, so you just go, and so you just kind of like break down the door and just like walk through the house. Like there's more than a few families that just see their door burst open and just a group of 3 kobolds just marching through out the other door or a window. And they're just kind of like just staring at you. Eventually, you reach the edge of Tresimir, and you start going directly north. Luckily, you started your journey relatively early in the day, and you're making really good pace with how Goldscale generally kind of runs y'all ragged. And by the time midday rolls around, Tresimir is far in the distance, and you can see something really big just giving hella sun glare right back at you in the distance. In fact, you can see 2 things, actually.
So it's just from our perspective, it's just what the glare from the sun is what it would be.
Yeah, the sun glaring off of something shiny.
Hmm.
Like that building made out of like solid aluminium in Saudi Arabia that like melts cars.
That's a thing? Wow.
That's a
What?
thing.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, it is, but like the sun reflects into poor districts and no one cares. It's
I
fucking
will-
Dubai.
Hmm. Hmm. So we just see blinding light from an object.
Yeah. From two objects actually. One that's kind of like looks like it's further away and another one's a little closer.
Okay. I will try to stare directly at them to see if I can see what they are.
Roll me a d20, just a flat d20.
Flat D20. Okay. 8.
As you stare at it, you just glare at this blinding glare. As you do so, your eyes start to hurt. They start to sting. But you sense magic coming off of them. Or maybe it's the burrito you ate for lunch yesterday. You can't really tell. And you swear you see a vision of a grand golden creature curled around a massive city. And it tells you, Sparks, you will be the greatest wizard of all time. Come to me. Come to me.
Throwing flashbang.
What's a wizard?
The vision corrects itself. A mighty spellcaster.
Oh, okay. And like Sparks will just walk forward.
Are you speeding up at all, or are you?
I'm like at a hardy pace. Like he's not going to full on sprint, but like you know the type of speed where it's like you're moving with purpose, but
Yeah.
it's not like you're not full on booking it.
You keep going. Do you keep looking at the glare as it happens?
Yes. They talk to
Wait.
me, so that means you should keep eye contact with people who talk to you. It's very polite. So you keep looking at them.
So as y'all are as the rest of you are shielding your eyes from this bright shiny object that is like bearing into your vision,
I'm absolutely holding out the map at like arm's length. Barely to obscure like the light, but I'm like pointing at it with my other hand. I'm like, see, there's the sun. That's where we're going.
Oh, okay.
You see Fizzle just like just fast walking like hard towards it. Fizzle, I want you to make me one more d20 real quick. Hold up.
Alright. Flat D20 or
Flat d20.
Okay. 3.
You keep vision on it the entire time, and as you're moving, and as you guys keep moving, you guys don't stop overnight. By the time you reach it, the sun has practically gone down, so you can actually look at the city now. You see this bright, gleaming city of gold. It's no wonder that the sun was reflecting off it. Everyone except you, Fizzle. You've been temporarily blinded.
No, it's just the magic working.
You can see vague, fuzzy shapes of your companions. You cannot make out any details whatsoever. It is like you can make out no detail whatsoever. You only
Fizzle is just convinced himself that this is a sign that the magic is working.
This is how real magic users see the world.
Yeah, he's got wizard eyes now, or like magic eyes. He sees magic eyes.
Oh my god.
Look, bro can't even read. I'm not sure what you're expecting.
No, I love it. I love it.
Foolish companion.
So, the day has passed. The sun is going down. You have arrived at this. You have arrived at the city. The guards aren't willing to let you in, but you're kobolds. You're used to that. You find a sewer grate, and fairly easily, and you just enter the same way you enter damn near every other city you've ever been to.
Swimming.
Basically, yeah. You find some things that at first thought you think are chocolate bars, and then you realize they're not, but so you keep on going. So eventually, you pop up out of a manhole onto the streets of Crestholme, the glittering, shining jewel of the Kingdom of Estelia. And as you look around, this is more gold than you've seen in your entire life, but it's gold that you cannot have.
I'm still blind though. So.
I mean, yeah, you're still you see just a lot of yellow, really.
Okay.
So, Lennon, Caro.
Has Fizzle kept up with us the entire
Yes.
time? Okay.
Occasionally he'll like bump into a wall or something, but he is keeping up with you.
Can I make some sort of like perception to like check the health of Fizzle? Like, do I notice that my friend and/or traveling companion is blind?
Give me a fuck it, give me a d20. So for context, because you're all basically like CR0 kobolds right now, you don't really have any stat modifiers really. He looks fine. His eyes are a little focused, and one of them's pointing in a different direction than the other, but it's fine. He's just a little clumsy.
Magic users are strange ones, aren't you?
I have always had issues with the magic users.
Oh. At least this one's on our side.
That does not always mean that it is a good thing.
But it's ours. Of course it's good if it's ours.
Why are you guys fuzzy?
What are you talking about?
You're fuzzy.
I do not have fuzz.
But okay.
It's a cloak.
Mm.
I made it from an animal.
Oh yeah, Satin wears a fur coat, right? We forgot about that.
I think
It's
I can
not
see
part
your,
of me.
I think I can see your spirit. You got a fuzzy spirit.
You have soul vision.
Fuzzy
Look,
spirit.
He's just the most delusional kobold you've ever seen, okay?
Oh god. Alright.
Look, a dragon-esque creature just told him that magic this way, so he believe.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, you're just standing in the middle of a high street. The sun is going down. You're starting to catch a couple eyes here and there. Like, there's really rich-looking people staring at you. Every single one of them visibly clinks when they walk, because every piece of their clothing is adorned with gold and jewelry. You see a few people...
I make a horrible alligator noise.
You see a woman wearing a powdered gold-colored wig look at you and go, "Ah! Foul creature!" She just snaps her fingers. Jeffrey, remove them! And you see an animate broom, once again inlaid with gold, like just kind of dart out of a... Oh, it is so hot my phone overheated. It is
Oh no.
really hot in here. Okay, cool. Fun.
It's only 60 degrees, come on.
I don't know. It's just really hot in this room for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Um... An animate broom, inlaid with gold, flies out of a nearby building and just starts like thwapping you over the head, just like trying to like shoo you away, like someone like just trying to like move like a stray cat. Go on, get out. Go on, nasty creatures. You're lucky I don't call animal control. Be gone.
A person, stop it.
Where's your gold then? Get out of here.
Do I have any gold?
No.
Oh.
So, Liv, question.
Yeah.
Like, do I bump into the broom, or does it, like, completely knock me over or something? Because I am effectively blind right now.
Yeah, the broom is just swatting at you. Like, it's
Not
like,
with enough force to actually knock someone over.
No. It's like someone trying to shoo away like a cat.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah, did you like had to like run away from the broom, or what are you doing? This broom is just actively just trying to like shoo.
So just because this is a character that is new and the premise here is a little strange for a normal D&D session.
Yeah.
Can I assume I'm a normal kobold with access to normal kobold things?
Yeah, like just assume you have what's on like the Kobold Monster Manual stat block. I'm sorry this is a tiny bit scuffed. I did kind of have to throw it together last minute because Jay didn't tell us to like fucking Friday.
It's fine.
No, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think I will. I might have to send you something to see if it's approvable.
Okay. This will probably be a shorter session anyway, so like next time we have to do a Kobold Paralogue, which hopefully won't be for a good long while. Like I'll have a little more prepared. I just literally only had like a day or two.
God damn it.
What's up?
I just the Wizards doesn't want me to be able to share a link to the page.
Bree.
Because of that copyright whatever.
Hmm.
So I have to find a non-D&D Beyond thing.
Alright. So like, can you do you want to tell me roughly what it is? Because I could probably find it elsewhere.
I got it. I would just like to know if this is allowed.
Kobold Inventor Legacy? Yeah, sure.
I would like to dig into my bag then in response to being hit with a broom.
Mm-hmm.
And retrieve a small box.
Okay.
Which I will then throw at the lady.
Okay. What's in the box?
It's filled with centipedes.
The box shatters as it like strikes the lady's bustier, and she is suddenly covered in centipedes, crawling and wriggling and agitated because you've had them in there for about 2 weeks. She lets out a scream so high-pitched that it causes all three of you to just grasp your ears. And she sprints away. The rest of the, like, kind of like peanut gallery also run as you see two very large humans wearing what looks to be almost solid gold plate mail start, like, just marching towards you, brandishing clubs, like nightsticks. Hop, 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 hop. They look very violent. like you've had run-ins with police before, and you know that it generally doesn't end well for the godless. What do?
Everyone else has kind of run away from us.
All of the civilians, yes. Now you're being run up on by two very, very large-looking men with sticks. Nightsticks.
And I'm essentially like a 3-foot tall alligator on its hind legs.
Yes.
Cool.
Like, you could try and engage with the police, or not. It's up to you.
I don't know what my companions are going to do, but I think I'm going to just stand my ground. I'm just going to, like, see these guys coming, and I'm just going to stand there. Maybe I'm going to, like, kind of hunch down like I'm, like, ready to get in a fight, but not going to attack anybody. I'm just going to try and look intimidating.
I have no clue what's going on because I'm blind. I'm literally not going to react in any way whatsoever because I have no clue what's happening.
I mean, you do see two big yellow squares moving towards you, basically. Remember, I said your vision is blurry. You can make out shapes and colors, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm be honest, I don't think that's enough for him to actually have any sort of fear response.
Okay.
So I don't think he can really react at all, especially since, like, the dragon was gold.
That's true.
And they said, come this way for magic.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably just, if anything, he'd kind of just be, maybe even just be leisurely, like very slowly walking forward.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Hero, what about your way?
I have a very noisy toddler. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
So I heard that we have upset the civilians and we have guards coming towards us, correct?
Yes, two very large human guards brandishing nightsticks.
Daddy, cuddle me.
And what are the current companions doing?
One of them seems kind of oblivious, and the other one is kind of like squatted down in a fight stance.
In my head, I'm still getting, like, bapped over the head by a broom.
The broom went away when the lady did.
Oh, did it leave too? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I didn't know if the broom had enough sentience to leave with the other people.
Thank you for the raid. We're playing D&D right now, so I can't talk too much, but I appreciate you've come in. We're playing kind of non-standard. We're doing what I'm calling a Paralogue right now. Very light on mechanics and rules, mostly just telling a story, but I hope you enjoy your stay.
And upon saying that, Kriska will grab the both of them by their tails and start trying to drag them off.
My phone?
So, just make sure I heard you right, because there was a toddler talking. You've just grabbed them both by their tails, and you're just trying to just go.
Correct.
For 9:30?
Fizzle will fall on his face
Oh,
as his tail is being pulled.
That makes you easier to drag, at least.
Yeah.
Lennon?
I imagine I am being dragged, but I'm going to try at least attempt to maintain, like, the same stance, staying upright that I'm in.
Alright. Kiro, roll me a d20 -2.
Oof.
So as Fizzle falls over, you kind of like lose your balance a little bit because you weren't expecting the center of gravity to fall down that much, and Satin just being absolutely planted, you just kind of have that thing of like, you try and pull, you start walking, and you just go, "Duh!" And it's plenty of time for the guards to arrive. And they're like, well, got 3 more kobolds. What should we do, sir? And the other one, who's like clearly the superior, goes, well, I reckon we do to him what we do with the rest of the godless round here. And he just kind of like thwaps his palm with his nightstick. Do you have a response, Satin, since you're the one who's like itching to fight them?
Well, I don't know that my plan is to fight them, but I think I immediately am just like, I work for the Duke. You can't do this to me. I work for the Duke. I'm the Duke's kobold. So are they. We're here to service the Duke.
That kind of makes the superior guard kind of like blink a little bit, and he's like, service the...
Yeah, the 3 of us. We're here to service the Duke for a week.
He looks a little confused, and he turns to her and he's like, you have any idea like which Duke it is? Which Duke they're talking about? I didn't even think kobolds had a concept of Duke. Which Duke?
You know?
And like on the floor, Fizzle will kind of be like the bright, shiny one. He got gold. He's shiny. Very powerful magic man.
His eyes kind of go wide, and he's like, so the younger one's eyes are, you don't think they mean Duke Gearden, do you? No. Duke Gearden would never. And that's when you start hearing, like, footsteps behind you. And, do any of you turn around?
Fizzle will,
be-
like, turn his ears to that.
To be fair, Krishka would be facing the other way.
Yeah, so
He's
Krishka
trying
would
to pull
see.
them.
Krishka, you see what, at first glance, looks like a very large kobold walking towards you. A massive, femme androgynous presenting, reptilian creature with bright gold scales is walking towards you. Slung across her hips are 2 sorry, not her. Sorry, I keep forgetting that I changed their pronouns. Like, I'm dumb. Across their hips are 2 massive-looking cutlasses, and slung across their back are a massive cannon. And they're dressed in leather armor that looks very, very well put together. Meta-wise, you know that this is Sinir. In universe, this is a really, really big kobold. Sinir clears their throat and says, guards, these are with me. I'm to take them to Duke Gearden immediately. It would seem that the help got lost on their way. The transport reported their absence.
This one is even larger than God Scale.
And even golder. So, do any of you turn to face this person, or do I just keep talking here? What is that?
Sounds like cars going by somebody's house.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was getting picked up by my mic. My bad.
No, you're fine. It was very confusing.
Yeah, no, it's hold on. With fancy cars.
Hmm.
Fizzle will like turn to them and be like, You look great too. It's like the magic desert thing.
Sneer looks down at Fizzle with like a lot of concern in their eyes before turning back to the guards and like presenting the same like stern face they did before. The guards kind of stammer a bit, and they go and they both like get down on like a knee each, and they go, of course, Master Sneer, yes, I understand. We will leave them be. Although I do have to. I don't know what their accents are. I'm very sorry. I'm very inconsistent today. I do have to tell you that the Duke may face a penalty for damages done to the citizenry. To which Sneer goes, "That is fine. The Duke will pay any fines required. You know he's good for it." And the guards will nod and move on. Then they turn to you, and they'll even kneel down to get like to your level and help you and help those of you that have fallen down up. They'll say, "You three are part of Goldscale's tribe, are you not?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Goldscale was not intended to come to Crestholm for another month. Where is he?"
He's Saturn, what was the city called again? Where we were?
Oh, that was Tresimir.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's back there.
Hey, big one. Good. Okay, good job on the distraction. I got a jar full of Nemean sea scorpions in my bag here. If you want to take them out.
Sneer shakes their head and goes, My name is Sneer, not Big One. In fact, I am actually rather small for my kind.
I don't know where you're from, but kobolds must be huge there.
I am not a... And they trail off. Like, they you just hear their jaw snap shut as they realize, oh, I can't say this. And then when it reopens, they say, "You will come with me to Duke Gearden's abode. And then you will tell me why you are here." And then they look to Fizzle and go, Is that one going to be okay? Their eyes look like they've been baked in its skull.
I saw the magic of the desert.
Please get does not know about. But we will bring him along.
Sneer goes
If
to stand.
anything, we'll make good distraction.
Sneer goes to stand, but first they reach down. They just grab Fizzle by the scruff, just like hold him like a handbag.
Gruff, what do you? We're kobolds. We don't have fur.
You don't need fur to have a scruff.
Wait, what? What's
Humans
scruff?
have scruffs.
Scruff it's just the extra skin on the back of the neck.
Everyone has it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like literally like something that I think everything but birds have. I don't think birds have it.
I'm fucking
I mean
method acting
fish,
at this
but, you
point.
know.
Fuck.
Okay,
fish scruff sounds horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Fish might. We just don't. I don't know. Fish might. We just don't know.
Have you
Oh.
seen deep sea fish? Those guys are weird.
Those guys might have a scruff. We would never know.
Yeah. They could have several.
Might have a scruff in a bad place. Oh no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like things like squids have scruff to some extent because like they're mostly malleable flesh. So
I mean, okay. Most land
Maybe
dwelling.
the
Most land
maybe
dwelling
the
creatures
octopus is
have
entirely scruff.
No. Point is, if it has a child phase that needs to be cared for by a large adult, it generally has a scruff as a way for the adult to carry it. Fair? Fair. Which means kobolds would as well.
I'm stupid, okay? I didn't know what scruff was.
You're not stupid. You're fine. Yeah, so Sinir's just kind of carrying you like a handbag by the scruff as they lead the way to Duke Gearden's mansion. As you go, your eyes pass over building after building, some of which like appear to be made almost entirely out of gold or gemstones. Like the place reeks of magic. Powerful plutomancers practice openly here. And as you go deeper and deeper into the city, you reach the old district, where there are buildings that are older than, like, they're as old as the city itself. And in the oldest part, you see a large mansion that, strangely enough, is not quite as ostentatious. Like, it is trimmed with gold, yes, there are golden pillars and everything, but you can still see brickwork and wood, which strikes you as very, very odd. And Sinir will stand before it, turn to you and say, "You are welcome in my grandfather's house, but if you cause issues, know that his temper is not exactly one to be tested. Understood?"
They're like a mouthful of like chewed scorpion. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
You're fuzzy.
Roll me another d20, Xena.
Okay, 1 sec. D20.
Because it is starting to get to nighttime now, so.
12.
Alright. So, you are starting to be able to see more detail again, but not very well. So you can make out you can make out faces again, at the very least, or at least like the vague approximation of faces.
Okay, but it's still very fuzzy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just periodically have you like roll to see like how your eyesight's doing.
Okay.
Alright. So as you make towards the thing, you notice there's one thing you do notice that's fairly obvious. A lot of the lighting is oil lamps instead of flames and braziers as you're used to. And as Sinir passes by these oil lamps, they visibly flicker, as if something is quenching the light as they go by. And as Sinir passes, goes past them, they regain their light, as if their very presence threatened the flame. You come up to the door, and Sinir knocks, just like a... And the door opens by itself. They lead you inside, and you come across a very, very well put together building. It looks positively ancient inside, but well maintained, almost like stepping through a time portal to an older period of Estelian design. Gold is still very, very prominent, but gold is not everything here. Sinir leads you to a sitting room and beckons you all to sit on. At first, they beckon towards like a very expensive looking couch. Then they reconsider and point to 3 slightly less expensive looking stools nearby.
I just like sit down and I'm like, so is this just like a make yourself at home type situation?
My grandfather will be out momentarily. I shall tell him of your arrival. Whatever you do not touch anything.
So not a make yourself at home situation. Got it.
We must you will tell my grandfather what Goldscale told you, and we will determine what to do with you. And then they turn and they make to leave the room, like to go fetch the Duke. You're left alone for like a good minute here. Do you follow Sinir's advice, or do you fuck around and find out?
Fizzle will lie down on the floor because I was told not to touch any objects.
The floor is very cool, very relaxing on your scales.
Okay.
Wait, but you're touching the floor. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I think I just continue to eat scorpions out of the jar that I have, which I think I have now established as both a weapon and a snack.
Multi-use.
Kishka will look just look around the room for anything suspicious that could possibly indicate danger.
Give me a d20 roll. Ishka, you notice a book on a table. This book is, once again, very ostentatious, but something is strange to you. So, y'all can't read, but you know what common lettering looks like? Because, you know, you need to know what a certain amount, like a certain arrangement of letters looks like to know, like, what, like, a town name is, right? Recognize a signpost, etc., right? Basic pattern recognition stuff, less so reading.
Mhm.
None of the letters in this book, Ishka, look like common lettering. They're way too harsh and jagged, and they look more like runes. In fact, it kinda reminds you of Kobold a little bit. Not exactly, but like, it's close.
Sniff it.
You sniff the book, and it smells
Sniff
like...
the book.
You sniff the book, and it smells like brimstone. You don't see any pictures on this page, but you can see through the light of the room that there's a picture on the next page. You turn the page?
No. Do not wish to anger the big one.
Do
Big
you...
one is bigger than gold scale. Do not wish to anger.
Do you keep inspecting the book without touching it, or do you leave it be?
Leave it for now.
Okay. So, time passes, and you hear a soft shaking from deeper in the house. And then you hear the footsteps, the clacking of heels and the clicking of talons on marble. The door opens, and Sinir re-enters alongside the man you recognize as the Duke. A tall, serious-looking man of indeterminate age, wearing a fur shawl and a really nice-looking suit. When they both enter, all of the oil lamps in the room go out for a second before the oil reservoirs kick in, and you can hear like the humming of the pump as these oil lamps are continually lit, extinguish, and relit. Like, it gives the room a very flickery ambience. Sinir doesn't say anything and steps off to the side as the Duke walks into the room, sits down on the expensive couch, closes that book, and then stares at you as you're. I'm assuming that Satin is on a stool. Ishka maybe got back on the stool afterwards, and Fizzle is laying on the floor. Right? Like, do I have like the order of what's going on right?
That sounds correct.
Okay. So, he will look at each of you. And Fizzle, you are vaguely magical. D20, please. With a +3.
I don't know if I call him magical, but
You had you fucking tripped out and hallucinated in the desert. You've got a little bit of magic in you. Just a little bit,
okay.
though.
20.
Funny. So, you turn your head and you look at the Duke. And for a split second, you see it again. The massive creature that was beckoning you out in the desert. You blink, and your eyes resettle, and you see the vague outline of a human. But he will look at each of you and he'll say, "Gold Scale wasn't supposed to be here for another month with my gold. Why are you here? I'm told that he's still in Tresimir, but you were sent ahead?"
Yeah. Gold Scale sent us to service you.
Kishkra
For a
did
week.
not receive heads. Kishkra received note to come here.
We got kicked out of our house. I think it was a house. I don't know what it was.
Would you care for a scorpion?
You're shiny.
Is that one on the ground okay?
We
They're
do not
magic.
worry about him.
I
is
looked
magic.
at a bright thing in the desert, and I saw a big thing, big magic.
You
know how it is with the magic folk.
He just kind of like pinches his nose. He's like, "Oh, by the flame. Okay, you know what? I'm not dealing with this right now." And he puts out his thumb and pinky, walks over to Fizzle, with his other hand, pulls out 2 gold coins. He jams his fingers into Fizzle's eyes.
Ah.
And Fizzle, this should hurt. And it does. Like a lot.
Oh no.
And when he pulls his fingers away, his finger and thumb away, Fizzle's eyes come with. And as Fizzle is there on the ground, he quickly jams the 2 gold pieces into the sockets and mumbles a spell. And when he pulls them away, Fizzle, your eyesight is perfect. Better than perfect. As your eyes have been replaced with 2 perfect, solid gold replicas. Feel free to describe like Fizzle's like reaction during this too. I just didn't want to lose the flow.
Fizzle is just wailing in pain, curling his back as his eyes have just been pulled out of their sockets.
This is what happened when he could not come to Burning Man.
And like eventually it does die down, but he is kind of just trying to be very quiet with his crying of pain.
How's he react to having his eyes replaced as well?
He's more focused on the fact that he hasn't really realized that quite yet.
Mm.
As like, he got his eyes ripped out. That's gonna hurt for a little bit.
That's fair. Yeah, so Gearden will just kind of like pop the plucked out eyes off of his thumb and pinky finger, and then he'll just like toss them over his shoulder into like a nearby like trash can.
You're not gonna eat those?
Sinir, bring the kobold the trash can.
Thank you.
Sinir does so, and you just see like at the bottom of this like perfectly clean trash can, there's just like a pair of kobold eyes.
Why did you eat my eyes? Hurt.
Rather than eat them, can I just pocket them?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to pocket my companion's eyes.
Snack for you later.
I don't know. You don't know when you're gonna need
Yeah.
some eyes.
Yeah. Gearden's
Always good
like,
to have some spares.
yeah, Gearden's not paying attention. He just assumes you ate them. And he's
Okay.
like,
It's
alright,
T-shirt
well,
calls out to Samir, like, see, this is why we bring him along.
the Gearden turns to you, and he's like, so, you've got removed from your domicile, and Goldscale sent you to me as tribute?
He showed us to serve you.
Yeah, I don't know anything about any tribute.
Ugh. By the flame. Okay. Well, I suppose 3 extra hands won't go amiss.
We have 6.
Like you just see his like eye twitch ever so slightly. Tell me.
They might only be the strength of 3 of humans, but we have 6.
Tell me.
We
what-
might have more than 6. I could check my bag.
Never mind. Tell me, what has... by the way, as you're, like, completely missing the turn of phrase, Sinir is, like, visibly nodding along, like they didn't get it either. Like, what did Goldscale tell you of our mission?
We were
We're
told
supposed
to
to
serve.
get gold, right?
Yes, but the gold is for... And he's kind of like, he does, like, the... Keep going.
God?
We were told to get gold.
Out of character, how much are we actually allowed to know?
Yeah,
They-
like, do we know that it's made for a god or not really?
Yeah, well, yeah, remember they summoned a vision of their ideal god in the cave, so they do
Okay.
know that they are
Okay.
making a god.
Then, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna be just like, we are building a god.
Yeah, and
We're building God.
yeah, and Sparks
Probably a good one.
Sparks says the same with not quite as much confidence.
You know what? Close enough. If Goldscale sent you to assist, then I can only assume that he's not going to be making his quota. Seeing as I don't really feel like severing his other arm, I will have you, for the next week, work until you have earned the amount of gold that would... Work until you have provided enough to make up for the loss in Windfall. You are going to tend...
So do we just live here?
No, not in here. You are going to tend the egg.
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 What do you mean by 10?
Come with me, and he'll turn like on his heel and he'll walk. The entire time his hands are like clasped behind him. Like he's walking like an imperial officer kind of beat. You follow him? I assume you do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you follow him deeper into the mansion, down into his basement. And then, deeper still, through a door hidden behind a bookshelf, you go down and down and down and down. Further below ground than you have ever been, until you enter an area that looks way, way too ancient to have been built after the city. You see large, like, columns and arches, each one decorated with a carved skull that looks kind of like a kobold skull, but way, way too big. It's vaguely reptilian at the very least. And this area, you realize it is way too big for even the biggest two-legged race you've ever seen. Like, you could put every kobold you've ever met in this room, just stack them, and you wouldn't even reach a quarter up. As you make your way through this large area, you see a glimmer in the distance, seeping out from around a corner. The Duke leads you towards it, and as he gets closer, you see his posture, his vibe start to soften. So eventually, he no longer looks like this imposing Duke. He looks like a proud grandfather. As he turns the corner, and in front of all of you, you see a single, solitary, golden stone that looks like vaguely egg-shaped, with swirling patterns and a scale texture to it, surrounded by piles and piles of gold.
If we bring all of this gold to God scale, we will make the quota.
Sorry, that was good.
The Duke turned and said, "Most of this is gold that Goldscale and his ilk have brought me. This is what your quota is for." All of this. This. And he like gestures towards the stone in the center. This egg will birth forth a new god. A god.
Ah.
Hmm?
We're hatching an egg.
Yeah. A god of the common man, a god of the godless, a god of those who seek to be free of the yoke of the tyrannical mortal gods.
God egg.
Long ago, creatures much like what will come from this egg roamed the skies until the mortals destroyed them. Not through their own, not through any fault of their own. They were betrayed and forced to do unspeakable things. There's not very many left now, and those that do have lost much of the hope that gave them their power. This egg will bring forth a new era, and unseat Kissalan, the trickster, Sydney, Lurin, Noire, all of them, pretenders, before the true divine. And then he like turns to you, and he says, "This is what you're fighting for. A god for all men. A god for all creatures. A god for you."
So just hatch the egg?
That is what we're doing.
We live here then.
Yes. You ought to be.
I start unpacking my suitcase.
To hatch eggs, we need heat. Can we build a fire?
He shakes his head. No. This egg is different. This egg will hatch only in the presence of a sufficient amount of gold. It is why I send you to retrieve it. It is why it is held in a city made entirely of gold. Once enough wealth has been gathered around it, it will absorb every single coin to build itself its new body. And it will rise from this ancient temple and take to the skies once more.
How much is
I
enough?
don't think that's how eggs work, but
How much is enough?
have you tried doing it the old-fashioned way, just sitting on it?
Oh shit, am I muted?
No, you're not.
Oh, okay.
He looks frustrated and he's like, "Of course I've tried the old-fashioned way. But there is not enough heat. This creature, and I'm speaking from experience here, it must build its body from gold itself."
But if
Does
it
he-
needs coins,
Does he
why are
adjust
we-
Fizzle when he says how much is enough, or?
Yeah, no, he says, and he turns to you and he says, "I do not know how much is enough. A creature such as this has not been hatched since earlier than even your most ancient of ancestors."
Kisker
Okay, so-
has a question.
Oh, I have a question too. You
Awesome.
go ahead. You go ahead.
If it needs gold coins, why are we bringing jewelry?
We can trade. We trade the jewelry for gold coins and add them to the pile. We cannot turn away any wealth in any form. If it can be liquidated into gold, we need it.
So, I mean, just like a point of clarity. I know I'm just a kobold, and I don't know. I don't deal with gold a lot, but like, when you say gold, do you mean gold or do you mean currency?
I mean gold. Currency is the most frequently used form of it.
But like, there's a whole city made of gold.
Yes. And while I shall weep when Crestholm is consumed, but it will be worth the sacrifice.
You need that much gold? Like the whole city's not enough? We're still getting more on top of the city?
Yes.
It's a hungry egg.
Why are we not?
I didn't even know
just-
eggs could eat. Sorry.
Why are you
Sorry.
not just waging war or raiding?
Because drawing
If
attention
we need,
in this current state would if it is discovered, it would be destroyed. This egg has laid dormant for thousands of years. Its life force is weak.
Well, the problem is you don't got a little blanket on it. I've hatched an egg before. You gotta get a little blanket on it.
You are the egg tenders. Do what you wish to ease your thoughts. But this egg must have the gold around it rotated every day. Cover it.
What if you made the little blanket out of gold?
He goes to speak and then he doesn't say anything because that is a good idea. He just doesn't want to give you credit for it.
I start trying to like weave coins together. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I'm still attempting to.
Like, kind of like just are you kind of like trying to like knit a blanket and just kind of like get gold?
Out of coins, yes. It
Out of
doesn't make any sense, but yes.
the thing
Oh
you
my
did
God.
with that one's eyes, why can you not do it with the egg?
The principle is the same.
But
Creatures such as that within this egg thrive off of the specific elemental frequency that gold emanates. Being in stasis for as long as it has made it weak. Which means the gold needed to hatch it is more. I had recovered it a mere 1,000 years earlier, it would have been hatched by now. But this is the hand we have been dealt.
Kishka goes up and asks them, how long do humans normally live?
I'll let you know. Y'all decide whether you know how long humans live or not.
I have a
Kishka
question.
Kishka knows they stop living if you poke them hard enough with sword. But how long do they live if not poked?
Just to base my knowledge on how long a human would live as a kobold, how long does a kobold live in this universe? Is it long because they're a reptile, or is it short because they're little?
Your average kobold lives about 150 years if they don't get killed, but a lot of them get killed.
Okay.
So, long, but high turnover rate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I'll let you answer Ishka's question before Bearden talks again.
Does anyone know?
Humans live like forever. They just keep living.
That would make sense then.
Like I've seen a lot of us die. I don't think I've seen a human die. Usually the humans kill us. I'm pretty sure they I don't know if they get old.
What is Spark doing? Wake up. Wake up.
You know?
Yeah.
Did you fall asleep?
Wake up.
No. I heard everything you were saying. How humans like don't die and everything.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain's just
It's alright.
on autopilot for a second there.
Yeah. You're fine.
That's why they're so scary. They can do anything. They can live forever. Terrifying humans.
Gearden will nod towards Sunir and then turn to you and be like, by you taking care of this egg and ensuring that the gold is rotated and that it is cared for, that will give me time to gather wealth in ways that I otherwise would not be able to, making up for the shortfall from gold scale. If I return and the egg is poorly cared for in any way, I will destroy you.
Sparks will look up at him and say, have you ever tried talking to it? I know kids like being talked to.
I have tried. It has not responded. It is too weak.
How do you know the egg is still good?
Is it
Kishka
okay if we
wants-
talk to it? The sentiment might make it feel nice.
He ignores Ishka, but then he just kind of waves you off and be like, do what you must. I have a meeting. And he will leave. And Sunir will go with him, leaving you alone with this massive pile of gold and the egg.
I think that's a good idea, Spark. I think you should talk to the egg.
Okay.
Kisha's gonna go up and tap on the egg with the nail, just and just put their ear up to listen to see if anything happens inside.
Hey, you gotta be nice to him. He's not gonna get strong. He's not gonna be a strong deity if you're mean to him.
Kishka is not being mean. Kishka is trying to hear.
Is the wealth in this room just gold coins for the most part, or is there chains and whatnots?
Yeah, basically any
Jewelry and stuff.
any like loose gold that could be put on the egg without crushing it.
Cool.
Yeah. So like you see coins, you see like loose like gold chains, like very light gold jewelry.
Can I make a more earnest effort to start weaving a blanket for this egg out of like jewelry and like chains and stuff rather
Yeah.
than coins themselves?
Yeah.
Realizing at some point that might actually work rather than what I was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So while you're doing that, Fizzle and Ishka are trying to like listen to the egg.
Fizzle is more or less giving it positive affirmations.
Ishka, when you put your ear to the egg, and Fizzle, when you get close, you hear a very weak voice. Hello?
Hey, buddy. Hi. You're doing good, bud. We're gonna keep you safe, okay?
Please don't tap on my egg. It's cold.
Okay, Iska, don't do that.
Would
We'll
a
get
fire
some-
help keep you warm?
Fire doesn't work. Fire. Oh, we're not allowed fire.
Does the gold make you feel better, bud?
The cold makes me feel stronger.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's been.
We'll get you your gold, okay, bud? You're gonna grow nice and strong.
Where's Ollery?
Ollery?
Where's Ollery?
We'll see if the Duke knows where they are. We'll see.
The presence in the egg keeps calling out the name. You can hear the Duke's like footprints like on the stone. He has not made his way out of the basement yet. If you run after him, you might be able to catch up.
Fizzle will and just say, Duke. I think they're starting to talk. They're asking for someone named Ollery?
He is like barely listening to you, but then when he hears the name Ollery, he whips around, and in an instant, there's not the Duke standing before you. It's a massive quadrupedal creature with two massive billowing leather wings and a long neck covered in golden scales. It brings its head down to you. Its eye is bigger than your entire being, and you can almost sense the heat coming off of his breath as you hear this growl in your head. Where did you hear the name Ollery?
The egg. They said they wanted to know where he was.
Ollery. She is not here anymore. She hasn't been here for a long, long time. And the Duke will just quickly like shrink back to his human form and just kind of clear his throat. Take care of the egg. Do not tell it anything about Ollery. It cannot know what happened to its mother. And then he'll turn on his heel and leave, but Sinir just kind of like is like kind of almost frozen, like they don't know really what to do.
Okay.
Finally, Sunir kind of like comes back to themselves and goes, Sunir, sorry, no, not Sunir. Ollery was grandfather's draconic child. My my aunt, if you will.
Oh,
She died at the Battle of Dragonbreak. That egg was the last of her clutch.
okay. Sorry.
Do try to be careful with familial history. Grandfather lost a lot during the War of Dragonbreak.
But the egg spoke.
That
He said it
spoke.
never happened before. The egg's the one who was asking for Allery.
Wait, it was?
Yeah, no way we would have known them otherwise.
The egg has only ever given out single word phrases or images before. You mean to tell me it spoke? Like a full sentence?
Well, maybe not a full sentence, but it was saying that it was cold. Told us that fire didn't work, and it said the gold helped, made them feel strong. But namely, they were asking for Allery. But I guess we can't really give them Allery.
Sinir stops for a moment to think before going to walk back towards the egg and the rest of the kobolds. While all this is happening, by the way, y'all wouldn't have been in sightline of it because it's around a corner, but you would have felt the increase in heat when he just went full dragon. So what have y'all been up to? I know you've been making the blanket. What has resident third person speaker been up to? Yeah.
Kishgra is still just absent-mindedly talking with the egg.
The egg's been mostly listening to you than anything. What have you been telling it?
How much more gold is needed?
The egg will just respond. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, we'll just go ahead and start with that.
Yeah, the egg responds, I don't know. I still feel so cold. So small.
You are quite a large egg to feel small. You are bigger than me, than Kishgra.
Where's the flame? Where did the flame go?
You said fire does not work, so Kishgra did not make a fire.
No. The flame. Where did it go? The eternal flame.
There was no fire here.
I remember there being warmth. I remember growing with my brothers and sisters. Then cold. Then I felt small. I don't know.
Were you ever not an egg?
I haven't hatched yet, but it's been a long time, I think. Grandfather Girden, he used to be so nice. What happened? Where are the other dragons?
What is a dragon?
A dragon. I will point out you are essentially talking to a fetus. A very articulate fetus, but a fetus.
I mean, it's irrelevant whether they're a fetus or not.
Yeah.
It still does not change the perception that Kishka has no fucking clue what a dragon is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, none of you really know what a dragon is. Fucking... Yeah. We preserve the eternal flame. We protect the mortals.
Kishka does not understand. There was no fire. You are the only one down here. You egg. How can you protect?
I won't be an egg forever. I'm gonna get big and strong, just like Allery. Wherever she is.
How is that blanket coming along?
It's horrible, absolutely horrible. But I bring over this. It's not so much a blanket as it's just like a series of knots of gold chains.
Mm-hmm.
And I do just like gently like tuck the egg under it.
As you kind of like, as you surround the egg in this blanket, like a vibe goes out, felt only by the three of you, and the closest thing that you can like equate it to is the purr of a tressum.
I licked the egg.
The egg seems to almost recoil away from you.
Understandable.
It tastes very metallic. The scale texture kind of cuts your tongue a little bit, and it does feel very cold.
If we help you out of the egg, then you can eat all of this gold and get big and strong.
The gold is what will get me out of the egg. Like,
So we should use the gold to get you out. Got it. Find something big and heavy made of gold.
there is a rattle, and like almost and like a squeak of fear as the egg like quivers and the gold around it just makes a like secondary shell around the egg, just completely protecting it. Similar to what Prosperity did last session. That it doesn't consume the gold.
Neat.
And there's no more sound from like I say sound. This is all telepathic. There's no more speech from the egg as you've scared the shit out of it.
I think I did a great job with that blanket.
You did. It's mostly just the egg is scared of Krishka at this point. I was actually.
I mean, like in character, like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think my belief is that because I don't think I was talking to this egg the way the other two were at any point.
No, you were not.
So I think I just witnessed the egg like turn the blanket into a proper shell, and I'm just like, good. It worked.
Aha. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I thought this would have taken longer to get to this point. Shit. That's my bad. Yeah, that's
this
more...
will probably be the moment where I'm coming back into the room.
Yeah, so you come back into the room, and the egg has completely, like... The egg now looks like there is a second, bigger shell around it made entirely out of gold.
How would, what's their name?
Sinir?
Yeah, how would Sinir react to this?
Sinir sees this, and doesn't say anything, but like is very visibly like. I'm not gonna say their hand goes to their swords, but like it's like their hands go down to their sides and they're really close. They're just kind of like looking at each of you, waiting for someone to say something to explain it.
I think that this situation feels awkward, so I lick the egg again.
You lick the golden out exterior shell.
Yep.
That's gold.
That's what I say. I lick the egg and I say, "Yep, that's gold." And then I look at Sinir and just like maintain eye contact.
All right, Fizzle, what's up?
Like Fizzle will look around and just say, "Well, I guess their blanket idea worked."
Clearly.
Like they'll like Sparks is like he's not really trying to do any. That's what he genuinely believes at this moment. And didn't you say that they, whatever they're gonna be, had only said one word? Now they're manipulating the gold.
Near nods and like their hands go like slack a little bit and they go, "This is true. This level of plutomancy is a good progress for someone so young. Nest egg.
I mean, I just made a blanket. It's not that big a deal."
Sinir just like shakes her head softly, walks up to the golden exterior, places their palm on it, and goes, "It is all right, Aris. It's me, Sinir. Do you not wish to talk to your cousin?" The egg will, like, open a small gap, big enough for Sinir to walk in. They do, and then it closes behind them. They're in there for another few, like, moments. And then the egg returns to its component coins and such. And you see Sinir just kind of kneeling before the egg, like with like their arms wrapped around it. And it is there where I would like to leave off, partially because I'm out of stuff, and partially because it is 100 degrees in this office and I'm going to melt. If that's okay with y'all.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Would rather
I am
not
so
have an
unbelievably tempted to say I lick the egg.
So, I apologize for the suddenness of this. Jade didn't really tell us that she was gonna be gone until like Friday, and I kind of threw this together like over the course of like the weekend.
I had fun.
Yeah,
This
I
was
hope.
fun. I enjoy.
Yeah.
Roleplay filler session with backstory stuff for other stuff. That's cool.
Yeah.
I really wanted to give you guys this sort of moment, but I didn't know how to do it with our main party. Felt like like a Kobold Paralogue would work very well.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of you that are new in the chat, because I see y'all in there, that came in from the raids. Usually we play a bit more like actual D&D. This one, like Lennon said, was filler. Our map is broken and hasn't fixed. I've been trying to fix it this whole time. It's still broken. Very sorry. But we will be back in 2 weeks with our main session again, where our boys and girls are trying to take down an evil gnoll that has taken over the mine in Lennon's hometown. But what was y'all's favorite part of this? If you don't mind me asking.
It's a good question.
Is the answer none of it because it was slapdash?
No.
No,
I do think-
I genuinely enjoyed that. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun having little breakups like that.
Mhm.
Paralogue.
Yeah, side
Def-
stories.
Definitely, I lick the egg. No!
Lick
Quite
the
possibly, I lick the egg.
egg. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a thought. Like I had that same thought when the egg was first introduced. I was like, I want to lick it.
Maybe that's just Kobold society
The
here is
kobold
egg
brain.
licking. Yeah.
That's how kobolds take care of their own eggs to determine like whether like an egg is still good or not, or if an egg is healthy.
You just lick it.
Yeah. Like, is the egg sweet? Okay, that means the egg is healthy and is gonna be good. Is the egg sour? Oh, that kobold is sick. Is it bitter? Oh, this thing's dead.
Lick the egg.
I like the character interactions we had here. Especially with kind of showing that the reason that the egg hasn't really gone anywhere is kind of because of the Duke and the fact that he's kind of become cold at this point.
No. Man,
He
also
doesn't really have any parental instincts left.
no. Also, the egg
Is that
like...
how you read that?
How did you read it, Lennon?
I read it the exact opposite of that.
Oh.
I don't like, at least where the egg's concerned, I don't think he's being cold at all. I think he's just I get the feeling that it's just his resources to provide are not what they need to be.
I mean, the egg did say he used to be nice, but
Oh yeah, but like, I mean, if you weren't able to provide for your ward, I think you might get a little bitter too.
yeah.
No. So between you and Dingle Danger Noodle in the chat, I think like the truth is somewhere in the middle of all three of you.
Kobold tongues are like snake tongues.
The one after that. Yeah. Like
Both
I
could
know,
be true.
Yeah, I know this is information that like technically your characters don't know, but like you'll get there eventually. Especially if you actually take Sinir up on their side quest next time you're near the kingdom.
That's probably going to be a linen call, to be honest.
Yeah. Thank you, Shooty. Alright. But I don't anyone have anything they want to shill?
I do for once.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm doing a thing on the 20th over on my channel. I'm doing an all-day thing. So stop in briefly to say hi, and then I don't know, go do other stuff. You don't have to be there all day. Just like come say hi.
Lennon, are we gonna hang out because our subathons are going to like cross over?
Do you want to?
Hell
we
yeah.
could do a little crossover.
Hell yeah. I mean,
you wanna do some TTRPG stuff?
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Sweet,
Co-op
let's go.
subathon.
Let's go.
Sweet, come see us at some point on the 20th. Me and Liv, we're gonna do something about a TTRPG that involves the weed.
Yeah.
What?
My lady, come, my lady.
What if, Lennon, what if we made some sort of subclass that fucking is weed themed?
We could. I believe that they'd have to be a sorcerer, but or a warlock. Weedlock.
Weedlock.
Okay, so new idea. Come watch Liv and I invent the Weedlock.
Pact of
on
the Blaze. 20th. Pact of the Blaze.
Pact of the Blaze. I love it.
Let's go. I like your storytelling, and I like a couple of players are to go for this LA stuff. That's the best part about like this group, I think, is like I like telling relatively serious stories with like comedic like extra bits, and these fuckers like adding more silly bits. And I'm gonna be honest, the silly bits are my favorite part.
I'm sorry for inventing Nemean sea scorpions.
I mean, okay.
Classic kobold snack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, we've got...
And apparently weapon.
Yeah. look, we've got like a story with like ancient genocides and like civilization endings and just long-standing grudges and like horrific like crimes balanced out with like I lick the egg. Like it's like
I sniff the book.
it's like if I don't know if any of you have ever read The Hobbit, not watched the movie, read the book.
No.
Not fully, sadly.
You should. Because that's kind of the vibe that I really, really like in campaigns. Because, like, The Hobbit has a bunch of really fucked up shit in it. But also,
absolutely.
it's just Dildo Baggins fucking messing around, like, just getting his ass beat, going down a river in a barrel. Did you ever follow Masquerade 4?
Hey,
Um,
Liv.
Yeah?
I think we read different versions of The Hobbit if you had Dildo Baggins.
Liv, one thing that did strike me as interesting about this session
Yeah.
is the fact that when we said to the Duke that the egg had spoke, he wasn't really surprised. Or even like, oh, it finally spoke.
It's not that he wasn't surprised, it's that, like, he caught the name that you said, and that's what... Basically, it's like, he received, like, a bunch of information at once, and he locked onto the information that was more touchy, I guess? Like, you know, that's a thing that happens, like, even with the most logical people. Like, you touched a sore spot, like, it's like Vegeta, right? Like, you can be telling Vegeta, like, everything, like, that Vegeta wants to know. The moment you say the Goku word...
Right, okay. Because, like, my gut reaction on that is, why is his, like, first thought, is controlling the flow of information, not, holy shit, the egg's actually progressing.
You basically said his dead daughter's name.
Yeah.
Like, and that triggered him. Kakarot! Yeah. Oh yeah, Xeno, when... Hi, Iggy! Xeno, when are you debuting?
I don't know, I need to find out how I get all of the lost information from my other computer onto this one.
Oh, shit!
Oof.
Yikes.
Oh, crap, ad break.
That might have taken me back a little bit.
Oh, no. Alright, crap, I gotta kill time till the ad ends, damn it.
Unrelated. Who cares about the Sonic movies?
I do.
I mean, the good ones?
I still need to see the second one.
Cast for Shadow?
Yeah, I did! I am not
I don't know how to feel about it.
I am not ready to lust after Keanu Reeves, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm be honest, I don't think they could have picked a better voice actor.
Okay, but like, look, alright? Shadow the Hedgehog did unspeakable things to my brain chemistry. I do not need Keanu Reeves' voice attached to that.
Like, Keanu Reeves is going to become the ultimate edgelord, and I know he's gonna pump it up to 11 on the edge.
He can pump
I'm
it.
so ready for it.
Fucking man, I can't wait. I hope Keanu Reeves edges me.
Shut up. Pervert.
No, okay. Look at my girlfriend's persona, look at my boyfriend's persona, and tell me I don't have a type.
You have a thing for the edgy ones, I know.
Red and black and gold. Fuck.
My partner sent it to me and said, does that mean the equivalent to the dog is Maria? And he's gonna find the people who killed Maria? Because it was a John Wick photo that they shared that he's gonna be Shadow.
And look, I'm not ready to lust after Keanu Reeves. I'm not ready.
I can't wait for him to do his gruffiest Maria throughout the entire movie.
Maria!
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh boy. Alright. Red and black and gold, so an edgy vampire lord. Look, I played Shadow the Hedgehog 2004 when I was a little kid, and it did unspeakable things to my brain chemistry, alright? But anyway, oh yeah, okay, Shilling. I'm doing my re-debut / birthday subathon on the 19th. I will be ancient, and also I will have new models, plural.
Ooh.
Hopefully y'all enjoy those. That's gonna be starting at noon. Same rules as last time. Every dollar is a minute. But I'm also gonna add a thing where every time I get rated, it adds time per person. I just need to figure out how exactly to do that. I'll probably have to ask Sprague about that because I've been having issues getting that to work. But that's gonna be fine. Oh boy. Also, the
So
timer
what
will
you-
pause while I'm sleeping, but it will still add. So, like, people could come in while I'm sleeping and just add, like, a shitload of time. So, more encouragement for me to not oversleep.
So what I'm hearing is
Yeah.
constantly stream while you're doing yours and constantly raid you to add more time.
No, hey. Also, there's a cooldown on raids, I'm pretty sure.
There is not.
Oh, God. Alright, well, we're gonna raid out. Thank you for showing up, Iggy. Like, I'm sorry you got here right at the very end. Oh, no. We're gonna
Bye,
raid out.
everybody.
We're gonna raid out to Twixie, because I haven't raided Twixie in a bit. Oh, wait, no, Twixie's offline. Wait, what the heck? Why is it giving me raid targets that are offline? Bray.
Might need to refresh.
Maybe. I'm sorry, Iggy. I'm sorry. Usually we go for like an hour longer, but like, we didn't. We're basically doing a side story today. Iggy, if you ever want to do D&D stuff with me, like hit me up, cause like your shit's fun as hell. You got vibe, and also like we still need to finish that like 2-shot that Linen ran.
And me,
Right, yeah. My brain went bad and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
so do you think like we want to prepare this for the future, and
Oh.
just
Oh, do not worry. I will have the Kobold Paralogue like in my brain. Your campaign wrapped
Okay.
up already? Oh, wait, I miss. When did that happen? Did I miss it? No, bruh. Okay, we're gonna raid Firepool instead. Firepool is playing something called Doronko Wanko, and that shit like scares me. Do not tell him that! You know what? Actually, no, that's your raid message. Firepool is a warrior cat name. Think you want to be a player again rather than DM? You went hard in prepping like 3 hours a day every day? God, that's a friggin' mood. Yeah. If I have space for another game for me to DM, I'll let you know. Otherwise, let's bully Linen into DMing. Okay, bye-bye. See you
Bye.
tomorrow, everybody. Love you.
Bye.